Hello, everybody. Good morning. Sunday. Welcome, everyone. Len Mayhew's on the line with me. We're having a look at the Sunday meet out in Maritzburg. It's Scottsville Racing, and we're starting up with race 2, which is the opening leg of the bipot. This particular event, I can tell you, is a maiden class field. It's up the straight over 1,200 meters. There are a few unraced horses in here. Unfortunately, there's no comments about them, so I can't really tell you too much about what the situation is. I don't see any comments for the race in the computer form from the first timers. But let me give an idea on the early market. This is early Friday morning market. And number 7, Master Silvano is the favourite, priced up at 22 to 10. 7 to 2, number 1, Boardwalk Breeze. Number 6 on the card, who's one of the first timers, is priced up at 7 to 2. And also number 4, another first timer, is priced up at around 6 or 7 to 1. Relatively early market, but I guess will depend on what's run at this point in time, Len.
Good morning, Clyde. Yes, look, Broadway Breeze and Master Silvano have shown the most of those that have raced. And I'm expecting one of them to win, unless one of the first timers is above average. I see they both seem to be in the betting, but we'll only monitor that closer to race time. The 6-horse Cicerando and the 4-horse Hollandia Baccaridge. But for the bipot purposes, I've included just the 2 runners in case one of the first timers are above average.
Fair enough.
1 and 7 should get us through.
Yeah, that should get us through, quite right. And that's a Boardwalk Breeze and the 7 Master Silvano. There's a look at Len's bipot on screen. It's an 80 Rand bipot. There are a couple of bankers in there as well. On to race number 3. Race should run at about 10 past 1. So a maiden class field it is, and they're going over 1,600 meters, where this horse Clinto Star is top of the board. An early look at the Friday morning markets, I can give you some sort of guidance, is priced up at 2 to 1. Callan Murray is riding number 10 Clinto Star. 11 Flag Champ is priced up at 3 to 1. Number 6 Lightning Fork is 6 to 1, and the 4 Good Omen is at 7 to 1. The Garth Puller horse Clinto Star, Len, got a bit of a draw to contend with, but his last start over the 14, he seemed to be far back, but came absolutely motoring home, and lucky not to get up. Only beaten a head or a long head. And I would imagine, being a United States, that the 1,600 will suit.
Clyde, I agree with you 100%. You know, he was doing his best work late last time out, and he's going to enjoy the 1,600 meters on Sunday. You know, despite his wide draw, he should still be the one that all have to be. 11 was Flag Champ. He had excuses last time as he he got his tongue over the bit, and then he was bumped close home, and he looks capable of improvement. But I do think that Clinton is hard to beat.
Yeah, okay. I think we're in agreement on that. We'll banker that Clinto Star in the place accumulator. Number 10, and then we're going to banker again in the next race. Number 3, Terminal Velocity in PAs. And then we've got a few horses lined up. There's another banker just now. It's a 200 Rand place accumulator perm. On to race number 4 on the card. This is a maiden class field, and they're going 1750 meters. The early market for this particular event has got number 11, Pepper Tree, who's priced up at around 28 to 10, early favourite. Number 9, Harper, is the next best in at 3 to 1. Number 3, Terminal Velocity, is priced up at around 33 to 10. So it's quite boxed up over there in terms of the market. And the 2, Roy's Grace, is priced up at around 5.5 to 1. It's early. It's an early look. But Pepper Tree, top of the boards. Your horse Terminal Velocity that you've banked in the PAs, not sure what you're doing in the pick sixes, is trading at this point in time at around 7 to 2, 33 to 10, thereabouts. But we'll see what happens on Sunday. What do you make of the race, Len?
Clyde, yes, look, Terminal Velocity, she's coming right. I mean, she had her last two runs, she showed good improvement. And the last time she ran at Scottsville, she was only beaten 3 3/4 lengths by Another Dream, who's notched up 3 in a row now. So that is quite a strong form. And she was running on nicely. That was over the 1,600. The 1,750, I feel, will be in her favour, and I'm expecting her to run a big race. She has had a short rest, just over 2 months, but I think she'll be fit enough to do well here. Obviously, the main danger is the 11 horse Pepper Tree. I don't know how good she is, but she did run a good second last time out in Joburg, and to me, she's the biggest danger. I've just gone with the two of them in the pick 6, 3, and 11.
Yeah, she finished ahead of a horse called Matazio, who came out and won behind the hopscotch form line. So the form out worked out not too badly for Pepper Tree, so we'll see how that goes. But you've got them covered in the pick sixes. There's a look at Len's pick six. We are bankering just now in terms of our pick six banker, which comes up in race number 7. That is number 6 on the card, Happy Analia. It's a stakes race now that's up next, and it's a D stakes. This horse, in terms of the best weighted column, I can give you an idea as to what's projected. Number 8, Magic Maverick, comes out of there ahead of all of 3, 4 and 6, Pongola, Richard the Fearless and Count Marsh. This particular event is over the 1750. The early Friday morning market's got number 5, Sail to the Moon, as the favourite, priced up at 3-1. 4, Richard the Fearless, is 4-1. 7, Connoisseur, 5-1. 9, Global Movement, 6-1. 6, Count Marsh, 7-1. Don't like the look of it, to be quite honest. Len, your version?
Yeah, Clyde, not at all. I don't like the look of this race one bit. It's very open, and I urge punters to include as many as possible. I mean, Global Movement, he would be my first choice, as he seldom runs a bad race, but he does have a hefty weight and has the widest of the draws, so not easy. Galaxy Explorer, he needed his last 2 and must be included but along with quite a few others, Pongola, Count Marsh, Connoisseur. There's many in with chances, Clyde, so I would load up in this leg.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to do in race number 5. First, Jackpot. There's a look at it. We are depending on a single horse in the Jackpot, as you can see, but we're loading up the other 3 legs. So this is an open race, not easy. I can tell you that Chad Little's been in very good form this season. He's had 5 winners already from just 19 rides. So he's at a 26% win strike rate. So that certainly will help the chances of number 2, the Mask. And he is, I guess, the horse to beat. His favourite at the moment, Friday morning at 3-1. 5, Brave Voyager, is at 4-1. Number 6, McDazzler, is at 9-2. Number 9, Double Olympic, is trading at 6-1. 7-1, Future Saint. And then you can get 8-1, number 4, Gorgeous Dude. It's 14-1 and better about the balance. Of course, all of that market is subject to change come Sunday racing. Wide open in Len.
Clyde, yes, this race has got a very similar look to the previous race. It's very open, but obviously we can't keep on putting fields. So I've had to trim it down to as best as I think. I've cut it down to 4 horses. Unfortunately, I have left out the one that you mentioned, the Mask. He hasn't really done much over this trip before. My first choice would be the 5 horse Brave Voyager. He seems to be coming back to his best, and in this company must have a chance. Then the other runner of interest to me is the 7 horse Global Impact. He's returning to the turf, and I think he'll be in the shake-up. But again, as you say, it's a tricky race.
Well, a horse like Global Impact's quite a nice price at the moment. It's 14-1, and perhaps worth considering. We're putting that into the play. If you do want to add the 2, the Mask, you're more than welcome to, into Len's second Jackpot that is currently on screen. This market's got number 6, Happy Analia, favourite, trading at 22-10. 4 on the card is trading at 33-10. The 8 is at 5-1. Number 5 is at 11-2. I think Yui's drifted, has it? I think it opened 3-1, 33-10 or thereabouts the last time I had a look. But I know you're into Happy Analia, Lenny. Let's talk about this horse and give us some good reason as to what the plan is with her. I mean, stable, I guess, jockey, the Appy's riding particularly well, and she hasn't done too badly. She certainly hasn't disgraced herself. The last time out, she was right up there the whole way, and she was only overcome the last 50 yards or so.
Yes, Clyde, look, You know, if, on first look, if you look at the race, you'll think it's an open race, but we've got to come up with a banker somewhere along the way. And I can't fault Happy Analia. You know, all four of her wins have been over this distance. She loves that 1,000 meters. She's so genuine. I mean, if you look at her form, she never runs a bad race. Look, I hope I'm not tempting fate now, but really, you can expect a big run from her. And she's only got 56 with the 4 kilo claim, and really, I think she'll be a tough nut to crack.
Okay, well, this season Tini's only had the one run and it was a winner, so that's not too bad. And the Appy's been from 5 rides, has been in the places 3 times, so the form is pretty solid from that combination's perspective, and lends on Happy Analia. He's also recommending Exacta's boxing the 5, putting 5 Prankster into the play. 8th race, we got 2 more to go. We're now on a class 3 over 1,200 meters. And in this particular handicap, well, Black Egret, Clinton Binder, will be hoping that he can pull another one off this fella, son of Rafif. He's won 4 races in his career, hoping to notch up win number 5. Callan Murray is going to be riding him. And I think that he rides him for the very first time. He hasn't ridden him before. But in terms of the course and distance, he's had a go. He's been in the money here. So Black Egret not without a chance. They've got 9-2 the field, the market. So open 1 Black Egret 9-2, 2 Wiccan Warrior 9-2, 3 License to Thrill 5-1. And there's a whole lot of horses after that, like 5 Mr. Master started 11-2, and you can keep counting. So I guess it's open, but what's your first choice, Len?
Clyde, for me, this is the most competitive race on the card, and to me, anything can actually win on, if they bring their best form to the course. I can make a case for all of them. I was quite impressed with the way Wiccan Warrior. I mean, it's the first time he's been tried over a sprint, and I mean, he showed surprisingly good pace last time, and he only got touched off on the line. So if he reproduces that run, he could be the one to beat. But as I said, very, very open. If you forced me to make a selection, I will go along with Wiccan Warrior, but a very tough race, Clyde.
Tough. Okay, well, let's see how it plays out. We've got the 2 Wiccan Warrior in the play. Len's also recommending 6 Soho Star, 8 Riverstone not without a chance, and neither is Mace Roberts' horse number 9 Future Flow. That swinger will cost $60 boxed. Okay, so the last race on the card for all the brave is another handicap. Yes, it's another handicap. And it's over 1,200 meters, the 9th and final, out at Hollywood Bet Scottsville. Let me tell you that on Friday morning, they bet 9-2 the whole field. 2 Now I Got You 9-2, 7 Luna Luck 9-2, 8 Quagga Blitz 9-2, 1 Apex Predator 5-1, it's 6-1, and better about the balance. Len says he might have narrowed it down to a couple of runners in what appears to be an open race, but here's my appeal to the programmer for Durban Racing. We need a few more plates. I know you've got to put on handicaps. I've been there. I know you've got to put on handicaps, but it's enough. It's enough. Len, what do you make of it, the last one?
Clyde, as you said, it is, again, a very tough race, but we've had to narrow the perms down, and this was Now I Got You. I mean, he won well at the course 2 weeks ago, and again, he looks to be well in at the weights, so he looks the one to beat. Then the 4 Treaty of Paris, he wasn't disgraced in the Gatecrasher listed stakes last time in strong company, and he should be a big runner. I mean, he's since been gelded, so he could make big improvement. So I've narrowed it down to the 2 and the 3. I think we'll have a good run with those 2, but there are others after that. But as I say, we can't put everything in.
Okay, well, this is the last one, the last handicap of the day. We're going Now I Got You and Treaty of Paris. We'll be taking our chances in the race and boxing those in the exacta. Thanks for watching Betway's Weighted to Win, everybody. In terms of what the calendar looks like in the week ahead, no racing Monday, but we'll be back in Kabeja with Nino Podesta on Tuesday.